So, draw obviously against Arbroath at the weekend. I mean, what's your view on that?
Well, we're happy in the end because, of course, you're facing a defeat, aren't you? If a team is underneath you in the league. So we're absolutely delighted that we go back into the game. I think we deserve to be back in the game. We created enough chances to win the match. Unfortunately, we never took them, particularly in the first half. We created a lot of chances, never quite stuck them in the net. But the boys kept on fighting away, showed a lot of character and resilience, and I think we were well deserved to getting back in the game when we did. Obviously, you are worried when you're going deep into the match that you're not going to get back into it. Normally, it's us conceding late, and so it was nice for the players to actually to get a goal late on in the game. So I was absolutely delighted in the end.
Dunfermline next, obviously. I mean, they had been struggling with their confidence, but obviously a great result for them at the weekend. Do you think they're going to come in straight out the gate fighting?
Yeah, we expect the best to Dunfermline. They've changed their system a little bit over the last few weeks. So no, they did very well in the last game, didn't they? Beating Partick. So they'll be on a high. We've got to make it as difficult as we can for them when they come up here. And it's a match we're looking forward to. And you know, it's a big game for both teams. Back
to your game just past. I mean, how bad would you say the penalty decision was not to give it for the handball?
How bad? Well, it's a penalty, isn't it? So I don't know how I can say it any stronger than that. It's a clear penalty. The referee never gave it. He had a good view. The linesman had a good view. They just never gave the penalty. For whatever reason, they never gave it. On top of that, I've got a player in there with 5 stitches on his shin. For us, it's a clear red card. He doesn't even get a yellow card. So that's the way it's gone for us at the moment. We just don't seem to be getting a break. But on the penalty decision, I think it's clear. It's clear as it can be. It's a penalty.
What are the positives you can take though from the weekend to take into tomorrow's match?
Well, getting back into the match, and I thought we played well. Obviously, we didn't deserve to be behind. We conceded for a set play, which is the only way Arbroath were going to get into the match. I think that was maybe one of their only shots on target as such. And it was a bit unfortunate from your point of view because it was a bit of a ricochet. But I thought the boys played well in the first half particularly. The second half we never. I think we lost our way a little bit on our passing patterns. But certainly in the first half we created enough chances to go 2 or 3 up. We never took them. So you're always worried then as the game has gone on that you're always you could concede, couldn't you? And that's exactly what happened for a set play. But we go back into the match and fair play to the players, they pushed all the way, didn't they?
A win tomorrow could drive you right up the table depending on the results everywhere else as well. I mean, have you ever known a league to be so tight at this point in the season?
No, I don't know because I wasn't here last year. I don't know how tight it was last year, but it certainly is congested, isn't it? We're just worried about what's underneath us. I'm just desperate to get away from the bottom league as much as we can. We've been in this position for pretty much the whole of the season. We've never managed to get any kind of daylight. Obviously, we've got a couple of draws in the last 2 games, and if we can pick up a win, as you say, that will push us into the pack. But it's going to be a long season. There's a lot of football to be played. There's a lot of important points, and of course on tomorrow night, it's a big one for us, isn't it?
And the last time we were speaking about pressure and how a lot of the younger lads, maybe it's a new experience for them being at this level. When the chances are there but they're not being taken, what makes that next push on? How can you kind of encourage them to make that happen?
I think it's just positive messages really, and they're young, aren't they? But they're gaining experience as we go along. Obviously we only conceded 1 in Saturday, which is a bonus for us because we've conceded 6 the previous 2 games, so to concede the 1, it's a positive. Now we need to try and keep more clean sheets because then you only need to score 1 goal, don't you? But they're young, they will make mistakes, that's the way it is. I think we've all made mistakes when we were young, they're no different. So, but they'll get better and better. So I'm pleased with them, they're good players. And you just got to keep filling them with confidence and give them good tactical instruction.
What's your team news for tomorrow night?
Got a few injuries. We've really are mounting up the injuries now. Charlie Gilmore was too brave for his own good. He got injured in the first 15 minutes on Saturday, stays on the pitch. We tried to get him off at half time, he refused to come off, and it looks like he's gone for a scan. It doesn't look good. Nico, hamstring, will be another couple of weeks. Jez Mullins, who we got for Leeds, has got a stress fracture his back, so he's out for the season. Roddy McGregor will be another 2 or 3 weeks. He's waiting for an MRI scan as well. We've got Morgan on a knee, who's could be another couple of weeks, and obviously Louis Longstaff, he'll be out for another couple of months. Brooksy, Adam Brooks had a pulled thigh, so we're not sure where he is with that. I don't think he'll be available. So yeah, there's quite a few mounting up now, unfortunately. We only named 4 subs on 4 outfield subs on Saturday. 2 of them weren't really fit. Wallace Duffy was on the bench, just absolute emergencies only. He's still struggling with a calf injury, so yeah, we're doing to the bare bones now.
It's tough when it gets to that point, so isn't it? I mean, and there's not really much you can do about it either.
No, not really. Just obviously now we're trying to reduce the load in the training to make sure that what we've got, or we don't pick up any more injuries in training, for instance, and just try and go for game to game now. But we've got enough players in there, and they're good enough, so we're looking forward to the match.
Was Charlie's injury
knee? Done it in the first 15 minutes of the match. He went down. He wanted to go back on. Tried to get him off at half time. Didn't want to come off because he's a warrior, and unfortunately, we don't know yet, but it's not looking too good.
Psychologically, if you can get that win, especially at home where it's been difficult, what sort of lift would they give the players? Because they haven't had that reward, have they, for the performances?
No, I think we've played well. Look, it's alright, we've got to pick up points, haven't we? We've got to pick up points, but we've played well. We've played well in games, we've partied, you know what I mean, we're winning. So, gone deep into the games, we just need to see it out. It's not going to be easy for us on Tuesdays, you know. Dunfermline will be on a high coming up here after the last away win. But look, we've just got to keep going, keep believing, keep running, just keep believing what we're doing, really, and hopefully it'll go for us, you know. Obviously we're doing it to bare bones, as I said, but it's got to be positive, haven't we? It's going to be tough, we know that. It's going to be tough when I came in here originally when we were at the bottom of the league. We've managed to accumulate a lot of points, but we've just got to make sure that we can get out of the line, win a few games at home, and get some of the fans to shout about, really, And we need them because, it's been tough for them as well at home. We've been fantastic away from home, really. I think I've lost 2 games since I've been in here away from home. Mm-hmm. So if we can converted a wee bit of that form away to being at home, would have been comfortable, wouldn't we? It's the home form that's killed us.
Sometimes when you're up against it injury-wise, some other players step forward, and there's that wee bit of siege mentality as well. I
think so, yeah. Whoever's left, I'm not sure how many's left, to be fair to you. But no, you're right. There's always an opportunity for somebody else, isn't there?
Aye.
There's always going to be injuries. Our squad is, we've got a lot of injuries at the moment. It really is. It's putting us really under a lot of pressure, to be fair. But there's maybe a wee bit of movement in the before now. We can still get a loan player for Scotland, can't we? The league or a non-contractual player, I think. So there's still a chance we can maybe get 1 or 2 in because we need it.
Is Alex Samuel, is he going to be okay for tomorrow?
We don't know yet. He's they wanted to stitch him. He wanted to get stitches on the touchline on Saturday. We thought it wasn't a very good idea because we were going to take too long. So we put him back out there, gave him a plaster and put him on, and away he went. So he got stitches now. I think he's had 5 or whatever, 4 or 5 stitches in his shin, and we're hoping that he's going to be available for Tuesday. He's been in the wars, the lad. To be fair to him, it's one of the things, isn't it?
The fans certainly can play their part tomorrow, can't they? Because patience can be key and can help the players. If it's a 50-50 game tomorrow.
Well, absolutely, and you know what, you've got to get behind your team, haven't you? That's what you do as a fan. I would think. It's easy, just to sit there and criticise, I suppose, in a way, or moan. We all like a good moan, don't we? And to be fair, I've not had a lot to shout about at home, so I get it. But we need everybody, don't we? Everybody to make sure that Inverness stay in this league, because it's not going to be easy. We've got a lot of injuries, and they play a massive part. And of course, we know that they've not had a lot to shout about at home. But I just want them to get behind the team, as they've been doing, and try and get us over the line.
We've drawn the last 2 games as well. I think the difference of between 1 and 3 points tomorrow, in particular, would be great.
It would be massive for us to get a win, wouldn't it? But they've all been massive. We've been here before, haven't we? We've just never managed to string a couple of results together. as you said, we've had 2 draws. If you see at the Partick game, you know, you're sitting a wee bit, you know, you're obviously 2 points better off and you're sitting a wee bit mid-table, you know, but it's still going to be a long road. It's still going to go to the wire. There's no question about that. You can see that everybody's beating everybody. Maybe other than the top 2 teams are probably, top 3 teams, maybe the top 2 teams are ahead of the rest. But other than that, I think we're all a much really. And we can all take points off each other. But we are obviously desperate for the win on Tuesday. We're at home and you know, let's go for it.
Thank you.